Whole lot of gang shit. It's a whole lot of gang shit going on. What's cracking? What's happening? How you living? Welcome back to Talking Out the Side of the Neck with Lady Rev. It is episode 2, you guys. Yeah, I'm trying to get into the habit and get into the hang of this thing. I did get an email from Anchor that my account got approved to do video podcasts. So this time I should be able to upload the video and the audio. And you guys can have both. And whatever preference is perfectly fine with me. Today's talk is going to be about forgiveness of self. I call it no justice, no peace, okay? Now, I know we hear no justice, no peace a lot, especially with protesting and activism, all that revolutionary shit, which I definitely am for. But in this specific conversation, I'm actually referring to justice of self, by self. I don't know if that makes sense, but you feel me? I think one of the most essential parts of a healing journey is coming to terms with yourself and also forgiving yourself. Now, coming to terms with and forgiveness do not equate to the same damn thing. It don't mean like just because I came to terms with who I used to be or what I used to think or whatever, doesn't mean that I've actually forgiven myself. Doesn't mean that I've allowed myself to move forward in a productive and progressive way. And I think in a lot of ways, we find little subtle ways to punish ourselves or to kind of keep ourselves in certain spaces when, healing requires that we move from those spaces and that we move, that we allow ourselves to move from them places, from them places. Look at my words. So justice refers to forgiving self, and peace refers to like the happiness that can surround you when you've gotten to that point where you've actually forgiven yourself, you've made amends with your choices, and now you can intentionally move forward to change or transformation. Okay? So, I guess with that, I'm trying to say like sometimes we don't realize how we have blocked our own progression or happiness or blessings. And like I said, it's kind of like a little, it's like, what's that word I'm looking for? Oh, penance. It's like penance, right? A motherfucker think, I fucked up. I did some fucked up shit, like, and I need to be punished for it. But since nobody knows that I did the fucked up shit, now I have to punish myself. It's like a reflection of society that we live in, that we feel like there has to be a right or a wrong, a good or a bad, and there has to be punishments and rewards. In this psychology book that I've been reading, it kind of talks about like how that system of punishments and rewards is used to teach people certain behaviors and also to create certain characteristics within folks. And so at a certain point, ultimately what it means is like at a certain point, you're not just a product of your environment, but you create the environment that your product needs to thrive in. Is that making sense? Like you create the environment that your product needs to thrive in. And so that's when we turn from like being victims of the system to being participants in the system. That's when you turn from ignorance, or what I say naive, because I think naive means like you just didn't know the shit. For me, ignorance means like you kind of had a clue, but you decided to do it anyway, or you ignored the clue that was given you or something like that. So for me, that's the difference between ignorance and naive. And so I would say most folks is naive. Like we don't know how we are electing to participate in this system of bullshit and oppression and blah, 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 but also self-hatred and self-defeat. We don't know that we're doing that. And then, in most situations, you might be surrounded by folks who also don't know that for themselves. So they can't help you with something that they can't do for themselves either. You know what I'm saying? I think that's where we get blocked when we start reaching out to folks to support us through different hardships, it's like there has to be a certain like realistic ass expectation, yo, that like I can't expect a motherfucker to do for me what they can't do for themselves. You know what I'm saying? Like, if Lil Baby can't tie her shoes, I don't expect Lil Baby to tie my shoes. It's just, you know, and I don't know where we get that. I really don't know where we get that. Like, even though motherfuckers show us that they can't do it for themselves, we still expect them to do it for us. Instead of us, like, kind of empowering ourselves to do it for our goddamn selves. I wholeheartedly believe that healing has to come wholeheartedly from you, from the motherfucker that's trying to heal. People can support you along your journey. Motherfuckers can give you notes, give you shit to work on, and woo, but your healing won't be contingent on the other motherfucker helping you. Your healing is not going to be based on somebody else's acceptance of you, someone else acknowledging your apologies or your mistakes. It's not about you going back to make amends for whatever shit that you've done in the past. Like, yeah, all of those are really nice and they can be helpful in certain circumstances. But overall, your vision of yourself and your forgiveness of yourself is gonna be the catalyst that you need to heal. Right? I will say, you know, a lot of these conversations might sound a little repetitive, or it might sound like we're saying the same shit but in different ways. But that's kind of like, that's how deep the shit is. Like, I have a phrase like, everything's fucking deep, bro. Like, I don't give a fuck how like simple it could look and sound. Everything is deep, but everything is as deep as you want it to be and as you allow it to go. So yeah, no justice, no peace. What are you beating yourself up about from your past? You know what I'm saying? You gotta acknowledge that. Like, you know, when you sit back and think to yourself, like, damn, blood, I can't believe I did that stupid ass shit, bro. Like, damn, I can't believe I put myself in this position. Damn, I can't believe I fucking really thought that was what it was. Like, woo, like, what are those memories or moments in your life? And how have you allowed yourself to move past it? Moving past it isn't like, I'll never do that shit again. I don't think that's moving past it, bro, because the honest truth is, bro, we never know if you're going to do it again or not. Shit, you don't even know if you're going to do it again or not, right? Because it's all about context. Like, keep shit in context, bro. You never know what kind of situations could arise in life that'll make you make the same choice again or do the same actions again. So the better question would be, is how do I better equip myself to deal with that the next time? Or if I encountered the situation again, what would I do differently? Right? See, so that's like reflection. That's critical analysis of self. And that's the type of shit we need in order to like intentionally transform, intentionally change, however you want to call it. There has to be intent behind the change. I said this in the last episode, like, intention is a hell of a drug. There has to be a clear intention behind the direction. Because if it is not, son, who knows where you'll end up at? I don't know. Shit, you gonna find the fuck out. But, you know, let's just think about that. So, yeah. And that way you can have peace around you, man. You can have happiness around you. I do wholeheartedly believe that you can manifest whatever reality that you believe in. That's why, like, you know, fighting over religions and all that shit is super pointless. The mind is a powerful fucking tool. And whatever it believes can manifest into your physical reality. So if you believe in Jesus Christ, by golly, you're gonna see motherfucking Jesus. You know what I'm saying? You believe in spirits and entities and other shit like that, you're going to see and feel that. You know what I'm saying? It's just whatever you put your faith into. Now put your faith into your goddamn self, and what can you see? Do it look nice up there? It look nice. If it don't look nice, who fault is that? Who fault is that if it don't look nice? Own yourself. Own your choices. Own your direction, your intention, your influence, whatever. It's your shit, so own it. Can't nobody do it better than you. Yeah, I like making a lot of faces and stuff. I be cracking myself up. And that's the most important part for me. It's like, long as I think I'm funny type shit. I think I'm hilarious. So that's all that matters to me. But yeah, go ahead and forgive yourself, man. I am working on a book about healing. I'm finishing up this book. I'm ready to release this shit. I am gonna holla, and I just want to keep building from here. But one of the points that I talk about in my book is about, that the phase of reflection that's required to start your healing journey. Like really sitting down, reflecting on some of the strongest memories you have in your life, good, bad, sad, tragic, whatever. Some of the strongest memories that you hold to yourself, and just thinking about like how that influenced you. How did it change you? Where did you go from there? Are those people still a part of your life? What did you need in those moments? And how do you supplement that now? Like, what do you do with that now? You know what I'm saying? Do your old habits serve your current self? Do they serve your current self? And this is why forgiveness is important, right? Because honestly, I don't think it's not important, nor is it beneficial or helpful to condemn yourself for past choices and shit, because you had to survive. We had to survive, bro. Like, that's one thing I fuck with Darwin on, bro. I fuck with Darwin and evolution, son. Like, the strongest survive. You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers adapt to the environment in order to survive. And so whatever you did in the past was you adapting to your environment. It was you just trying to survive. You trying to be of the strongest and the fittest. And so we get that. And you were a little more naive possibly back then about what you was doing and how this played out into the physical reality that you're experiencing right now. So we're going to let it go. It's okay. We forgive you. We forgive you. There's no extent on forgiveness, son. Maybe there is, but that's a personal decision. That's about personal boundaries. You know how you is with forgiveness. I'll say that. Because I will say, you know what I'm saying, a motherfucker shouldn't have too many opportunities to show you the same shit. Especially if it's not to your benefit. Yeah, no. No. Figure that one out. That got to stop. But yeah, man. Forgive yourself. Let yourself grow. Love on yourself. You know, to me, that's the best example of forgiveness of self is loving on yourself. And loving on yourself can come in many different ways. You just need to figure out what works for you. Figure out what's best for you. Figure out what your body needs, what your mind needs, what your spirit needs. Oh, excuse me. And go from there. Yes, I had to bring my dogs in the house. They was set tripping out there. I was like, man, I don't want to hear all that bullshit. I'm gonna set tripping. But yeah, that's it, man. Forgive yourself and move forward. You deserve peace. We all do. We all deserve peace, happiness, success, love. Whatever your truest heart's desires are, you deserve it. And if you don't feel like you deserve it, then we could just start right there. Okay? All right, y'all. Be easy, stay breezy. Don't get kidnapped by no white peasies.